Pete Alonso has signed to the Mets for a 2-year, $54 million deal. And I got to tell you, when I first saw the news, it was Christmas morning all over again. This is a great, great moment for Mets fans. This is up there with signing Juan Soto. You know, Pete Alonso was the original face of the New York Mets. And to see the way fans turned on him because he wanted to get paid himself. Francisco Lindor was an outsider. He came in, he got paid. Juan Soto was an outsider. He came in, he got paid. No terms of service, no dedication to the team, no nothing. Just, hey man, we really need you. Please come over, please come over. Please, please, please sign with us. Please, we'll give you, here's a blank check. Please just sign with us. And he did. Thank you, Mr. Soto. Here's your own box. Yes, come on, here's your own box, sweet. Yankees were like, nah, we got Mickey Mantle. We good without you, Soto. We got Mickey Mantle. But the Mets don't have necessarily a Mickey Mantle. The Mets don't have, they have some, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they got their own versions, They got the Darryl Strawberries, the Gary Carters, the Keith Hernandezes, the Ron Darlings. They got their people as well, their legends. They got the Mike Piazzas. They got their people. But we need more. And Pete Alonso is one of those guys. Pete Alonso will go down as the all-time home run hitter for the New York Mets. That is fantastic news. That is a monumental achievement. That is something that when you go to Citi Field and you go to the museum area of the ballpark, that is an investment into the future. We're giving fans an experience. You get what I'm saying? This is it's Mets history. And Pete Alonso, a 4-time All-Star, like, listen, you guys are really disrespectful. You guys are really rude. And it's not right. It's not right. The way you turned on him, you should be ashamed. And just because he wanted to get paid. And I get it. Low batting average. He's putting on weight. I get it. There's things to criticize about Pete Alonso for sure. But there's also some praise there. You want to talk about the drop-off in stats. You got to bring up the fact that there was a pandemic year. You got to bring up the fact that the guy pretty much only played half of a season. Now, so did everybody else, but it was weird. You can't blame, you know what I mean? Not everybody bounces back from a pandemic year. You know what I mean? That was a very unique thing. And only those guys, only that class, right? The 2020 baseball roster, only they know what that's like to bounce back from a pandemic year. Other ones had wars and stuff like that. These guys had the pandemic year. And Pete Alonso comes back, and he's not hitting 50 home runs no more, but he can, and you got to believe in him as fans. That's the whole point. Remember the slogan? You got to believe. That's part of it. You got to believe in your players to an extent, but Alonso hasn't given us a reason to completely abandon him the way fans have. And it was crazy to see, but this moment, I cannot stress enough how important this is. The Mets will win a World Series by... They're going to win a World Series. You know what I mean? I said by 2030. By 2030, they're going to win a World Series for a fact. And they've established themselves as perennial contenders with this move. They've established themselves with as a perennial free agent destination. You get what I'm saying here, guys? The Mets culture is changing. We're going to start adding those guys. We're going to have a Pete Alonso. We're going to have a Juan Soto. We're going to have a Francisco Lindor. We're going to have a Francisco Alvarez. We're going to have a Mark Vientos, a Brandon Nimmo. You know what I mean? These guys are all going to make their name here, and it's going to be, a Jeff McNeil. We're going to have these guys. It's crazy. Fans need to be happy about this, and you need... I cannot stress this enough. But if you boo Pete Alonso in his first at-bat, you're not a real Mets fan. You're goofy. You're goofy because honestly, truthfully speaking, all of this, because they came to an agreement, the Mets and Pete Alonso, no matter which side of the fence you were on originally, whether you were part of the team that's saying, oh, don't sign him, or if you were on my side talking about, pay the man, pay him, right? No matter which side of the fence you were on, it's over. It's water under the bridge. He's here. You know what I mean? He's here. And you should be happy he's here. And he should be happy to be here, you know? But you got to make him feel welcome. The fans that go to the game, if you boo, you're corny. You need to cheer him. And if he strikes out in his first at bat, bro, you can't boo him. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta stick by the players. Like, they're gonna win. Just get behind them, push them with that, and I really think this is going to be an incredible ride, man. It's crazy. I'm 28 years old, and I've never seen the Mets win a World Series, only on tape, only from the past, you know, from the before times. Oh, the before times with the ancient hieroglyphics in 720 HP, or what, obviously it wasn't filmed in that, but, you know, film, oh my God, it's crazy, the 86 footage, like, I don't know, man. It's surreal. It's surreal. I can get on here and I can be serious, but my excitement shows. I'm a Mets fan, and this is awesome. Credit to Steve Cohen. Credit to Pete Alonso. Credit to I don't even mention the Boris guy. Credit to him. Put your ego aside. I don't know what happened here, but this is good. In my personal opinion, Pete Alonso in these 2 years has to focus on trimming up. He's got to focus on trimming up. In these 2 years, he has to show the Mets that he's not going to go down the road of a Prince Fielder and a Ryan Howard and get too overweight for the position and be relegated to a DH. Even him at DH would be fine, so to speak, but it's like, don't get comfortable, you know what I mean? Like, stay in shape. Like come on. So many first basemen you see get out of shape, you know what I mean? And he's trending in that direction, and I've seen, you know, it is what it is. Also, bring the batting average up. And then sign him to a longer deal. This is just 2 years. He's only 30 years old, guys. He's only 30 years old. Believe in him. 4-time All-Star. 4-time All-Star. 30 years old. Plays first base. He could be our version of Mark Teixeira. You know, he could be our version of Ryan Howard. He could be our power hitting first baseman. We've never had that. We've never truly had a guy like this on the team. He's going to be the all-time Mets home run hitter, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've never had that. A guy that can hit the ball like this guy can. And, you know, I think you gotta appreciate that. That's all I got for this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Whether you agree, disagree, it doesn't matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.